Set in the heart of the Smoky Mountains in western North Carolina, Wayah Road is known as Thunder Road by the locals. It might not be so well known, but this rare gem needs to be experienced. Hey everyone, this is Andy, founder of RS Xperience and professional performance car rally driver, sharing amazing drives, technical drive tips, car gear, and stories from amazing people who share my passion for fast cars. Today's video covers Wayah Road. This drive might not have the panoramic mountain views of some of the other routes in the Smokies, but there's plenty of scenery along the Nantahala River and clear, sparkling alpine Nantahala Lake. It's a great place to stop and stretch your legs. Along this route, you'll find mostly local traffic, but it's a must-do if you're in the area. Okay, enough of that. Let's go for a drive. Okay, so this part of Wayah Road, we're coming in from the east and heading west. You can see a line of cars behind us, and as you've seen in other videos, I got my friend close behind me in the Porsche Panamera, well, the Grand Sport Turismo, I shouldn't say Panamera. So this part of the road, when we first come in, you can see some nice twists here, but the pavement in this first part of the road is not the best. It's not broken up, it's just a little bumpy. It's that really rough asphalt that they put down, where I guess it's a combination of stone and oils. And on this particular day, it was a little damp out, so you need to be a little careful. I think where I know I get excited is we drive along and I radio to the folks in the back that the fun part begins where the pavement changes. I would say it's probably been 3-4 years ago now. They repaved the upper section of this road, and when the pavement changes, especially coming in from this direction, you know it's going to get better. And as you can see, the pavement has changed. So here we go. I'll be quiet. Let the sounds of the engines go here. Okay, heading up the hill here. Be careful, stay. Whoa, he was close there. You gotta be careful with these leaves. They can kind of pull you over. So up ahead, you can see some traffic. So typically I'm on the radio saying traffic ahead. In this car, this was a really nice stretch of road and this car was there. So we'll cut ahead. We've gone over the top of the mountain and we're gonna come down. So here, we come around the left, and then I know once we hit this right turn here, there's a nice straightaway. And it's like, yee-haw, let's go for a ride. This lower section now, once you come off the top where there's a cutoff for Wayah Bald, this part of the road is a ton of fun. And what I mean by that is there's some really good sight lines. You look ahead there and see the road, and there's really great sweeping turns. The other nice part about this lower section as we come into here is, you know, there's no homes, there's no houses. You don't have to worry about cross traffic or cars backing out. You can get into a really nice rhythm. I think most of the people that I drive this road with love this bottom section. It works well in both directions. If we were heading east, it's a little uphill, so it's not too bad. It's a lot of fun as you lead up to the top of the mountain. But I think coming down the road is equally fun. We just passed a little gem off to the right. I may talk about that later on, but you could look it up on the map if you'd like to. So anyway, here we go, buzzing around down the road here. So Wayah Road runs for about 28 miles, and it connects North Carolina 64 or US 64 to 74 in the heart of the Nantahala Gorge near Topton, North Carolina. This particular section of road is useful in that it probably cuts the route short a little bit. Going from Robbinsville to Franklin, the typical route for Robbinsville to Franklin is Moonshiner 28, and I've done a video on that if you wanted to take a more direct route, but that's also a ton of fun. Okay, let's go driving, turn up the sound. So coming down the road here, you're probably like, hey, what happened to the rear view camera? Well, there's nothing in the rear view camera because the buddy behind me, his car began to overheat. So he backed way down, and then that caused some of the other folks to kind of back up there. So as I'm cruising along and all of a sudden I'm looking at my rear view mirror, it's like, well, you know, it's really no fun to be out there by yourself, especially when you're with a group, right? The idea is fun keeping the group together. So here I start to back it down because all of a sudden I'm like, well, wait a second here, you know, those guys are way back there. And then I come up on, again, you know, you're gonna hit traffic on this road. Again, I've probably been on this road a few times where I didn't have any traffic, but it's rare. Your odds are better earlier in the day than later in the day. So you just gotta, you know, keep it in mind. And then also, you just have to be mindful that, you know, there's homes and there's lakefront homes along here, and so you're gonna run into traffic. This guy here, eventually he pulls off. You know, again, a little toot on the horn, wave out the window, and then keep on going and heading down the road. So the other thing you have to be careful in the mountains is when there's a lot of rain, whether there's wind or not, there tend to be fallen trees. And so you always have to be mindful of debris on the road and whatnot. I've come around turns and literally had a tree take up my side of the road, and then you got a quick radio back, hope that you can pull into the other lane. There's no oncoming traffic. So be aware that if you're here and it's been raining, or you know there's been wind, you might run into some debris on the road. It was really pretty too. Sun's starting to break out. I think things are beginning to dry up. You can see the road here. Some areas are drying up. Yeah, I really love this section down here. It's so nice. But anyway, you never know what you're gonna run into. So be careful, right? Come around the bend and you're like, okay, let's have some fun going back and forth. And then you might come around one of these turns and then all of a sudden you realize there's something in your way. And here on the left, again, you can now see some pull-offs, and whoa, there was a bunch of debris in the road from a big stump. So there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video and you learned a little bit, and hopefully a new road for you, Wayah Road in North Carolina. If you like the content of today's video, you know, please give me a thumbs up, like the video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Click the notification bell. If you found this useful, share it with your friends. I'm working to grow the channel, and I appreciate you all, what you're doing, you know, watching my videos and sharing with others as I grow subscribers. So look for more content coming up here. Every week we put out new video, and we'll have some really exciting ones coming out here in the next few weeks. So as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Be healthy and be safe.